COVID-19 coronavirus crisis management tips for businesses. The epidemic has put people, organizations, systems, and societies in danger. Financial loss is inevitable, but it is reversible. Companies need to quickly and decisively decide what measures to implement. Time is the greatest treasure. Tequila International Limited also provides assistance to your company on the training and advisory site. Training plays a very important role. Employees should be introduced to crisis management and prevention, the basics of crisis management and crisis communication techniques. Without effective crisis communication, there will be no effective crisis management. Psychological phases of crisis. First phase. Alert, that's when it turns out to be a problem. Keyword, suddenly. Second phase. Black hole, mental shock, depression. We cannot communicate, but the media must respond. Third phase. Analysis and inward looking. Fourth phase. Mea culpa, my sin, we admit we made a mistake. Phase 5. Catharsis, purification, inferences must be drawn from the errors. Phase 6. A fresh start. It is here that the company is able to get out of the crisis properly. You need to communicate in each phase, but to a different degree. The most critical factor is time and the free flow of information. A place with the right infrastructure where the team will work. The contact list and responsibilities must be kept up to date. Analysis. Exactly what happened, how, when, hour, minute, cause, number of victims, distribution, characteristics, eyewitnesses, contact, name, who may know about the incident, present situation, continuous monitoring and documentation. Possible outcomes of the crisis: complete restitution, complete preservation of market positions. Partial restitution, less market loss, the activity. Restructuring of the business concerned. Giving up the activity. Defining interest groups. The operation of the company is constantly influenced by external and internal stakeholders. It also has to be examined how much influence they have on events. Developing a strategy. By analyzing the crisis, we can delimit the magnitude of the threat. Defining the goal. It is necessary to assess the purpose of crisis management in this new situation. Short or long-term goals are important. The role of credo. The guiding principle, the company creed. The credo also expresses corporate social responsibility. If the company does not do for the common good, for the environment, and cannot count on the goodwill of the public. The crisis team members, team leader, spokesperson, secretary and internal communicator. The team is required to constructive thinking, analytical ability, team spirit, stress tolerance, broad field of view, decision-making ability and authority, loyalty, leadership, prestige and charisma. The biggest mistakes we can make are despair, passing on responsibilities, concealing, lying. The media power that shapes public opinion can be a strong ally if we handle it well. If not, it can be a tough opponent. You should always only comment on a specific topic, in order not to provide another topic. It is important that the first report is. The most important thing is internal communication. Internal communication is important because it can strengthen the trust and loyalty of our employees. It is a good idea to create a question and answer catalog that contains the questions that you may be asked about the problem and the answers to it. Technical. When I do not have reliable information yet, I do not know what happened, I should not confess guilt, but it is my duty to acknowledge my compassion. I must say I am sorry. There is also a positive side to the crisis, as it shows how weak the company was. After the crisis, it is important to communicate and make people aware that the crisis is over, to draw conclusions, to record experiences and to focus on starting again.